All right, wonderful people, lovers of freedom. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to each and every one of you. Welcome back to Expose News TV, your one and only YouTube platform where they give una hot updates on how things they be for Biafraland, on anything with the sup. Always know that we'll be here to give you straight up how it's happening. Okay, the latest one with the buzz range coming from the PM Ekpa after recently it was released into public that 27 kidnappers, yes, in quotes, ESN members that are loyal to Simon Ekpa were killed by security operatives. Yes, my people, this is the latest news and that came up. And of course, we know how things are whenever this kind of news comes up. Now, it was seen, PM Ekpa, Simon Ekpa saw this and was like, and decided to react to it immediately because, of course, this is not true. And he debunked it with immediate effect. And the next thing, this is what he said. He says here that disregard this criminal informer Enugu, there is nothing like an ESN. If they have killed innocent Biafrans for propaganda, we will retaliate heavily. And they will feel the forces of Biafra in Enugu in a few days. And people, this is just the truth. Right from time when PM Ekpa came back, I think he dissolved. There was a dissolving of the ESN, Eastern Security Network. Yes, there was a dissolving. And ever since then, he has been announcing that there is no ESN. He has said this several times. But each time these people, to push their propaganda and to push whatever it is within their mind, they would come out and say, oh, that there is an ESN, or that they killed ESN members, or that they found ESN members kidnapping or killing their own people and stuff like that. They would always wake up and say things like this. But whenever the PM sees this, he would always come up and say, oh, what you people are saying is not true because I have dissolved the ESN. What we have is the Biafra Liberation Army. Yes, and he still mentioned it here. Let me go on. He says here, all the command of the Biafra Liberation Army, the Biafra resistance fighters, and the Biafra Navy in Bakassi are intact. Of course, none of our fighters are missing. But if this is true, this means that there are innocent Biafrans that have been slaughtered by the terrorist state in Enugu, and we will hit you very hard in the coming days because, of course, there will be an investigation that will be taking place. That is what this particular talk means. The PM is going to put into investigation concerning the fact that they have released that, in quotes, they have sent some men, ESN in quote, according to them, to judgment. And if they are actually men that were sent to judgment, that means these people have sent innocent Biafrans to judgment, and they are going to feel the heat in the coming days. This is what the PM is saying. He said, is it on record that even in former Abia states, that the terrorist police Nigeria are shooting each other, thinking they are shooting non-existent ESN, because there is no ESN at all. They have been dissolved. And he said here that what we have is the Biafra Liberation Army. Any day you announce you have killed the Biafra Liberation Army, I will take you seriously. For now, we'll investigate and we'll revenge if Biafra find out that there have been innocent Biafrans have been killed for this propaganda. Yes, my people, we know that whatever propaganda that they want to push, they would always find a way to hold down or whatever it is to pull their sources. Also, the Biafra Prime Minister will be having a joint media interview, of course, soon. Just get ready for it. Everything that he is doing, as we all know, is to push for the movement of the Biafra the Biafra freedom. Nothing is going to stop us. There is nothing to actually think about because anything that we do here is for the benefit of the Biafra Liberation Army. Okay, again, of course, there have been a video has been released, and in this video, young boys are lying lifeless. And the PM has commented on this. He said that these people are people. Okay, let me read it. He said this is the work of the HQ Nigerian Army against Nigerian people, against Biafra people rather. The extrajudicial executions by the Nigerian Army. Another massacre of Obibi, Ubiruru, Ihite, Uwe in Olu, Uku government area of Imo State, youths by the Nigerian military. These unarmed young men walking home and going about their business were shot dead by soldiers for committing no crime. This is what has been happening a while now in Olo, which is the truth. It has been happening consistently, and Nobody is taking note of it. Under Tinubu's regime, this particular genocide is happening. Genocide is happening under Tinubu's regime. Let the world take note. Oh. Let the world take note, because when the time will come when there will be a full-time retaliation on these people, let them not cry. Let them not cry. That's just the truth of the matter, because I just believe that is what he wants to let us know, or that was what his point was concerning the whole thing. But my people, you would see in all those things he said that it was all pains and tears, that he was just using words to cover up, because that is what they know how to do. My people, now so e go be o, na so this man come out just dey talk, and wetin I dey try explain give una be say, anybody wey do wetin e no suppose do, anybody that goes to mess up near Nnamdi Kanu, or ends up as a saboteur like this particular man, no matter what you are supposed to do or how you were supposed to represent him, whether as a lawyer or as a friend or as anything at all, as a soldier, as a BLA member, anything you were supposed to do, and you end up turning into a sabo, it will hit back at you. Enweghị kwuru that will stop this particular thing, because a saboteur will always remain a sabo. You cannot stop being one, and that is the truth of the matter. This particular man you represented, just like he said in his long notes, they are called upon and you started representing. And then this particular beginning that he even talked about in his confession, or in his begging for forgiveness, was that first of all, as he has been silent throughout this play, you know that his silence means that you don't actually hit her. That is what it means, because it has gotten to him to the extent that we ourselves have now recognized this man's faults and everything he has said. And we know that PM was among the main people that came out and said, you see this particular age of man, this particular man has done this particular man has done this, and brought out everything he had gone against. My people, it's not everybody that can stay in this fight, and that is the truth of the matter. This fight is not for everybody, and that is the truth. If you know that you are not capable of standing firm where you are, the propaganda and everything they will use and come against you, this government, they are ready to put everything against you. And it might not be your intention, my people. If it no be your intention, but the kind of oppression where you don't get will change your mindset and will make you want to do the opposite. And that is the truth of the matter. And by the time you have changed and you have done wrong, we will not forgive you, because what you are supposed to do, you did not do it. And that is the truth of the matter. And you see this particular man, a Jofo, that was supposed to represent and do the needful. Instead, the man Agani Minhos, or ihe gbasara ya, just connived with the IPOP DOS and the federal government and did whatever they could, they knew how to do, and then left it. And they thinking that it would be something that would end up to be fruitful for them. Now, maybe they have decided not to give him money, or his money has not entered, or they have what abandoned him, they have left him behind. Something must have happened that has made him maybe come back to his senses, to realize that, oh, I have actually done wrong, or this thing I did does not make sense. And that is the truth. These people will always end up finding out that they messed up. And by that time, all the lot too late. This man is a cancelled man. There is nothing that will make us look at this man and think we trust with him again, because he has messed up during the time that he was given. And that is the thing about this fight. My people, the amount of things they have thrown at people, they have thrown at every single person that looks like, or that is thinking like the person wants to support the movement. Immediately they have thrown a lot of arguments, they've thrown a lot of backfiring on the person, just to make sure that this person does not succeed, or does not continue on that particular thing the person has decided to do. You see? And that is what these people have been doing from the beginning of time. And I believe that is what they used to convert the IPOP people to themselves, the IPOP and the IPOP DOS. as they've turned around to start messing up, together with the Southeast governors that have been messing up, every single one of them, make I no generalize, but most of them have messed up to the core and cannot even be called people that are trustworthy. And that is the truth of the matter. That is the fair truth of the matter. Because when we cannot have people that are even trustworthy, when we cannot have our leaders that are trustworthy or politicians that can, in their own part, be steadfast and do the things